Blessed be all of my soul family, friends, and allies out there. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to petition your deities, your guides, your spirits to get more involved in your goings on, whether you are calling them in to watch over something that you are doing, whether it's a project, have them get more involved in all of your goings on with a given day, or to ask for their protection or ask for their guidance, their facilitation, their maybe intervention or intercession, or even correcting of things that might be going on around you. But this is a very simple way to call in divine assistance where you want it and have it run throughout the course of your day. It's basically like a spell and a written prayer and a petition all at the same time, what we're doing here. And so what are we going to need? We're going to need a plate, because we're going to be putting everything on a plate, presenting it on a plate. A candle that corresponds with your desire, or that corresponds with maybe a specific area, if you have a specific area you would like help with. And so this could be white for all purpose, and that's what we're doing here. And when we talk about my petition, you'll see why white works for what I am asking for. You could do green for money or for healing. You could do blue for clarity or for any kind of communication work, or you might do purple for psychic work or your spiritual path or your magic, anything that you've got going on in the realm of spirit. You might do red or black for protection. You might do pink for love, or red or orange for road opening or block busting. So you think about what you want to do there. I'm kind of opening up to a lot of things, and so I'm going with white because, of course, white is the universal substitute. You're going to want, of course, your paper with your petition written down on it. And then you are also going to want to have some offerings ready, because we are not really putting much of our own energy into this. We are handing off a petition to be answered by our divine support, our gods, our goddesses, our angels, our guides, whoever we are invoking here, right? Whoever you are working with. And so when we do that, we want to make sure that we are at least offering some kind of exchange, some kind of energy, some kind of gift in appreciation and in thanks, because they're going to take not only what is the available energy from the offering for themselves to enjoy, but that's also going to be a big part of moving the petition and the energy forward. And kind of like I said in the last video on offerings, we don't want to be in a place where we have a lot of spiritual debt because we never give back. We want to make sure that we are staying in a good, loving relationship, right? You would give back to people who do favors for you. You would reciprocate, and reciprocity is a huge part of magic. So we want offerings there. I've got my little teacup here, but in the teacup, I didn't put tea. I've actually just got some peanut butter cookies and chocolate-covered almonds that are going to be my offering. It doesn't have to be super elaborate or fancy or expensive, because this is a one-day spell that is intended to help move things around in your life for your highest good, or for what the highest good for whatever you are petitioning for. So I've just got my little, again, chocolate-covered almonds and peanut butter cookies here. You might offer a cup of coffee, you might offer wine, you might offer sweets, whatever you want to do, but it's something that you want to bring to the table in this kind of situation. And this is something that I would definitely recommend before you get started on this. Get to know the deity, the spirit, the guide, the angel, whoever you are trying to call and invoke first. Please do not just jump right into this. Magic takes practice, magic takes discipline, and magic takes patience. So if you haven't done the work of figuring out who you want to contact and getting to know them, You're going to want to do that first. That's also fun though, right? Magic is for nerds. It's for people who want to learn. It's for people who want to take the time to study. So, give yourself a little bit of fun time doing that and figure out, well, okay, who am I connecting to and for what purpose? So once you've got all of this assembled and ready to go, we can move forward. So when you're writing your petition, which is the most important part of the equation here, you want to make sure that you are not only addressing specifically the guide, the god, the goddess, the deity, or the spirit that you are reaching out to, that you do have a good relationship with, right? Again, that is crucial. And this can also indicate, and this can also apply to people that you knew in life that maybe have crossed over, that are now on the other side that you still have a good relationship with. You can include them as well. Or you can just talk to them, just them, if that's what you want. And you want to then be very clear in what you are asking for. And then you write your petition. I like to include symbols of the deities that I am petitioning, as you can see here. And then, of course, I've got my name and birth date down here. So this is very customizable, and you do want this to be as personal as possible. Write in your own words, right? You never want to just kind of watch a video or read in a book and then just kind of copy everything word for word that another person is saying and doing. That is not the way to learn magic. Imitation only goes so far. So really focus on what you're asking for, what you would like, what your petition is before doing any kind of spell, and know how to put it in the right words, but make those your own words as well. So this is how I wrote my petition. And since I'm just kind of asking for everything, because I do have a good relationship with my 4 deities here, I don't tend to, ask them for very specific things when I'm just handing things off like that. Sometimes I will. Hern Kernunos likes to get involved with specific things, but for the most part, if I'm going to do something super specific, I'm going to do the spell myself, or the spell with them, but be in that work myself, whatever is going on there. But this is my petition for what I'm handing off to them. So I write down, beloveds, Brigid, Bost, Hern, and Ereshkigal. Hern is another name, by the way, for Kernunos. So, beloveds Brigid, Bost, Hern, and Ereshkigal, please now watch over me, my affairs, my goings-on, my space, my works, and my paths through the end of my day. Guide and protect me with whatever is in your fashion, nature, style, and wisdom, and banish, break, deter, and repel all that would bring ill upon me, in whatever capacities you deem most correct. And that's it. Very clear, and yet at the same time very open. They know what I want. And so once I've got that written down and I've got everything here all set up, I want to make sure that I'm getting my energy right, and that I'm getting everything here and its energy right as well. Kind of like what we talked about with the healing spell that I put up recently. So when it comes to getting your energy right, we could cleanse these with the clearing breath that we talked about in that spell. If you like that method, you can of course do that. For this particular demo, I'm actually going to be using sound. And so for sound, you could use bells, you could use chimes, you could use rattles, you could use a singing bowl or gongs, whatever you have that you could use for sound. I am going to be using my sistrum. Now, for those of you that don't know, a sistrum is actually an instrument that comes out of ancient Egypt, and it is one of the weapons and talismans of the goddess Bast, who is one of my deities. And so very appropriate that I would be using a tool sacred to her to cleanse and clear the space. The sistrum was used to shatter negative spells, as well as chase out any kind of hostile or chaotic or demonic entities, and also banish illness and disease. And so I'm going to be using the sistrum to cleanse and clear, or you can use, again, bells, chimes, gongs, whatever you want for sound. That is perfectly well and good. I just happen to have this here. And if you want to use something else to cleanse, like, again, sage, smoke, incense, go for it. But we're going to be using the sistrum in this video. Or, again, whatever sound instrument you would like to bring forward, that'll work just as well. So first, we're going to get our energy right. And now we're going to get the energy of our offering and, of course, our petition and our candle right. So let's get down to business here. We've written our petition, we've got our candle, and all you need to do now is call in your deities. Call in through prayer, through invocation, your guides, whoever you are, reaching out to. And so this is where, again, having an established relationship with your deities is crucial. Because when you call in deities that you have a pre-established relationship with, they will come when you call. You never have to worry about imposters. You never have to worry about anything like that, because it's like they are alerted to your presence and what you're doing. And the same thing can go for any kind of spirit, guide, or deity or angel that you have a pre-established connection and relationship with. So when you call their name, they're the ones who show up. When it comes to troublemakers, those tend to only show up when people are just kind of winging it and dabbling. So this is why you also want to be very careful, disciplined, and deliberate and respectful as you go through your path, and take the time and do the work, because otherwise you could get some troublemakers coming in. But if you've already got a pretty good established relationship with the spirit you're connecting to, whether it's in life and they are now crossed over, or it's a deity or an angel or a guide you've been working with before, then you're in really good shape. And so once you get this going, once you get yourself set up here, you call your deities in. And then so I would invoke the goddess Brigid, goddess of the flame, goddess of the forge, goddess of the holy wells and holy waters, goddess of truth and justice, goddess of poets and augurs, goddess of the hearth, goddess of the home, of peace, of healing, of purity, goddess of battle, goddess of armaments and craft, goddess of weapons, I call upon you. O mighty goddess of light, sun, moon, and star, and the dawn, goddess Brigid, matron and mother, come to me now. Hail and welcome. And then I call forth my goddess Bast, O goddess of cats, great divine daughter of Ra, slayer of demons like Apep, Apophis, you who are the all-seeing eye, graceful huntress and protector, be here. Hail and welcome. Beloved Hern, green man, horned god, Cernunnos, beloved divine Lord, Father, lover, and brother, champion of the forest and leader of the wild hunt, I call upon you. Be here with me now. Hail and welcome. And blessed be my beloved goddess Ereshkigal, goddess of the underworld, goddess of the gates, goddess of transition and the holy death. I call upon you to be here with us now. Hail and welcome. And then what you do is that you just simply ask them to receive what you have in front of you, what you are providing. They are there, they will see it, and they will take it into their power. I ask you, each and all my beloveds, to now receive what I have presented before you. Upon this plate is my petition, my candle, which I offer to you as a conduit of your power and strength. And this offering I present to you in love and in gratitude, not only for your favor to me, but your bond, your connection, our relationship, and the paths we walk together. I ask that you take this all into your power and let it be consumed and saturated with your will, your strength, your might, your wisdom and grace. Everything. And I ask now that you take this into your power and bring this forth into being now. Knowing my heart, knowing my will, I entrust this to you with perfect love and perfect trust. Blessed be. And then you just light your candle. And you might feel a change in the air almost right away when you do. I've actually got goosebumps. I don't know if you could see them. Oop, probably not. Got trouble on the focus on the camera there. But I usually always do feel some kind of goosebump, or maybe the temperature change a little bit, or the air lighten or move. And that is the sign that your offering has been received, and that your petition has been accepted, and that your spirits are going to work for you. And so this is going to be them taking care of me through the end of my day and going to do whatever work they think needs to be done around my world. So what can we expect to happen, or what can we expect to see as this kind of work goes to work? Well, again, as I specified in my petition, I asked for them to do their thing in accordance with the fashion of their own unique style and nature, knowing full well exactly what my deities are capable of. I've done this many times in the past, and each and every time it has precipitated the opening of a door or the closing of a door. Sometimes this will show up where I will have something really negative that I don't want to do get blocked or removed, or if it can't be blocked or removed, it will be corrected or maneuvered in such a way that it is easy to kind of clear and move through and solve. I have seen this open up roads that I did not know were there that would be really good for me, whether they are social opportunities or work opportunities. I've seen this help me to, find things that I am looking for that I can't find myself. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right places, or I've got tunnel vision, or I'm too busy. I've had this open up lines of communication with people that I need to be connecting to, where those lines of communication were maybe blocked or frayed. And I've also had little missions and gifts also show up in my life. And because this is how I do this petition, so it might be something to think about, when you are going through your own work. What are you asking for, and what kind of changes or work are you willing to accept be proposed in your life? Now, you don't necessarily have to do or accept or take anything that comes. Your guides and your deities will respect your free will. But remember, you are asking for this, and they are bringing it to you for your highest good. So it might still be a good idea to walk in with an open heart and see what changes will be brought about when you allow those changes to present themselves to you. So just a bit of a reminder as well, when we walk the path. Sometimes things show up that are there in our service that we might not be prepared for or familiar with or immediately relate to, but they can also do us a lot of good. And so this kind of spell can also make that happen. So keep an open mind as you go through the rest of your day. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget my name is Nico, son of Celine of integrativemysticism.com. I like to wish you all happy casting, or maybe happy petitioning, and I will see you all again soon.